everybody. It's Beth and it's Kayla.
Dun, 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 dun.
It's time for Coffee Break with the Chamber Chicks, where you in 15 minutes get a lot of information to help grow your business here in White County. And today we're here with Anne-Michele Holcombe of Route 65 and the dubious distinction of her being our Volunteer of the Year. Hey, Anne-Michele.
Good morning and thank you.
Amazing. Volunteer of the Year. That sounds like a lot of work.
On top of everything else you already do.
You weren't busy or anything. So we just had our annual meeting of the membership, and the board picks folks in the community, and they your name came up as our Volunteer of the Year. What does that mean for you?
Wow, it was such an incredible honor.
Also, we didn't tell her that.
Total shock.
Were you surprised?
Very.
We told Tim. You can get mad at him now.
He did a great job keeping a secret. Unbelievable. Yeah. So it was definitely an incredible honor. I mean, this whole community is filled with people who give of their time and themselves in so many different ways. So to be selected is, like I said, a big honor. It's very inspiring because this community, like I said, does so much for others. And so it's just a reminder of what kind of a special place we live.
Oh, it sure is.
Absolutely. I know we're biased, but this is the best place in the world.
It is.
Absolutely.
It is. We traveled over the weekend, and I was driving home, and I was like, I'm just so glad to be home. I mean, I think the more I travel, the more I'm glad to come home.
And where else do you drive past your industrial park and be like, the best view, this is
People?
But the best people too.
Oh my
beyond
gosh,
the views.
it's 100% the people.
Yeah.
And also the
Yeah.
people.
So a lot of our listeners may not know you. So they, may not know that you not only have your Route 65 Senior Living Advisor business, but you have another new business venture. So tell us a little bit about yourself, about your work with Route 65 and your new business adventure, Dragonfly Farms.
Oh, thank you. Well, first of all, my primary business is I run Route 65 Senior Living Advisors. And our core function is to support seniors and their families going through different transitions in life, whether they want to stay at home, downsize, or move to a senior living community, and walk them through that whole process, help them develop a plan and get it implemented so that they can live the life they want in their next stage of life. Also, we have started Dragonfly Farms. It's also our home, and it's a working farm, so we have the Highland cows, and we have gardens and orchards, and we're opening it up to the community for private appointments to be able to do farm tours or farm stays. We do have a short-term rental there, and also some special experiences. We've had some folks reach out. They want to do a surprise proposal. That's going to be so much fun.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be amazing. And so we get to open that up to everybody, and it's going to be wonderful.
Awesome. I love especially, I love your Route 65 business. Like, I just think that's such a unique and necessary thing
about it. I was like, oh, that's so necessary. You don't think about it until you're in the middle of it. And you just went right over that. But it's a huge help to a lot of people who aren't sure how to even move forward with helping our parents age. Like my parents and Jason's parents, everybody's in their 80s, and trying to help them help people like me and my husband find a path forward to help our parents. So.
Absolutely, because you want your parents to have the life they want, not to be forced into something uncomfortable or not fit their lifestyle. And so this way they get to decide, and then we find a way to make that happen and to be safe and functional, and for them to be happy and participate in the things they want to participate. It's not just about the space they live in. It's about staying connected with their community, their friends, staying with their hobbies and their passions. It's a big part about having their whole life represented and by having a choice. We all want a choice.
And your heart for that. Absolutely amazing.
I know. I love it.
Oh my gosh. But you have stepped forward I said this in my speech, was that, every time I reach out and I pick up the phone and I call somebody, this whole community is so willing to help out and help their fellow businesses, help others who need help. But you've helped in the MORE campaign. in Pearls of Wisdom, FCA. So what motivates you to say yes when your community needs help?
I believe that when you're planted someplace, you should pour into it, okay, and help continue what makes it so special, and do what you can to return that, because I am incredibly blessed to live here and to have an amazing life, and have met so many wonderful people and made such great connections. I'm going to sound like an infomercial here, but it's shocking.
We are the chamber. We'll allow it.
But it really is. It's shocking that everywhere I've gone, whether I've gone to places like the building department and building codes and working with them, they've been amazing.
Yeah.
And I know sometimes it can be challenging to work through things, but going to get my driver's license the first time I moved up here, talking to different businesses.
You clearly didn't go to Gainesville.
No.
Sorry, Gaines Vegas.
But all the restaurants and people and churches, everywhere I've gone across the board, the rec center, chamber, it's been amazing and been welcoming, and people have been helpful and trying to get you engaged. It's just been really special. And so anything I can do to help keep that going for other people, I would love to do.
I love that.
I was going to say, that's the difference, because you hear what she said, pour in where you're planted. Not everybody pours in where they're planted.
Yeah.
So you act like it's a common thing. It's not quite as common as you think.
I know. I think sometimes we get too concerned with consuming and like taking, from, and not that like there's seasons where, people aren't able to give back in whatever capacity that looks like. So not saying that, but I think sometimes we just can be focused on like consuming or taking and forget that, if everyone took or no one gave back, then the community wouldn't be what it is. No one pours back into it. So I love that.
Absolutely. I've been through some challenging times in life, really difficult times, and there were people who were there and supported me. And so if I can do even a little bit to anyone else, we're grateful for that opportunity.
My friend Krista says we're blessed to be a blessing.
Absolutely.
Oh, I love that.
Isn't that nice?
I love that.
Want your business in front of the people who matter most, your community and fellow business leaders? The MORE campaign is your chance to connect, to get noticed, and support the events and programs that keep White County's business community thriving. Say yes to more. More exposure, more connections, and more growth. Visit whitecountychamber.org/more for more info.
Ho, 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 White County. It is time for the Chamber's Christmas in the Mountains, presented by United Bankshares. Join us on Saturday, December 6th in downtown Cleveland for a day full of holiday cheer. Wander the holiday market on the square from 12 to 7, sip hot cocoa, find the perfect gifts, and soak up all of the festive magic. And at 6 p.m., the lighted parade will dazzle downtown with hundreds of thousands of sparkling Christmas lights. But that's not all. We've got even more merry surprises in store for you, so visit whitecountychamber.org/events to see everything we've got in store. Come celebrate the season with us and make some magical memories. So talking about your involvement, just even beyond the community, but within stuff in the chamber, is there a moment or a memory from your time, helping out with the chamber that you think just really stands out to you?
Oh, MORE campaign, hands down. This will be my third year. It's very inspiring. I love the MORE campaign because the chamber does so much, trying to get businesses connected and give them opportunities and all of that. And with the MORE campaign, so many people from the community rally behind that and try to assist other businesses and help foster those connections and provide opportunities to other people in business or entrepreneurs and things like that. And the energy and all these people coming together for the community and the business community, it's really inspiring. I say that word a lot, but it is a very inspiring event.
I love that. And we didn't pay her to say that, I
No,
promise.
no.
I love that you said for the community, though, because I think some people just think like, oh, well, that's a chamber thing or that's our whole goal behind it is just to help the businesses thrive, because not only are y'all able to help a business say, okay, this is an opportunity that could actually help get you in front of the right people or get you where you need to be, but you build connections as a volunteer with businesses, whether that's with other volunteers or with businesses that you're helping find the right opportunities. And I love to see that connection.
Absolutely.
And so many businesses, it gives them a way to connect back to the community. Think about the first responder event. That's really about just recognizing people in the community.
Who
Right.
keep us safe.
And it gives us a way to thank them.
Yeah. And every business that I've ever talked to about that understands the value of a solid police, fire, EMS, everything. They understand the value that there's, and I say it a lot, but it just makes sense. There is no prosperity without that piece.
Correct.
And our businesses recognize that they'll never succeed if there's no peace.
Exactly.
And I think not that it's not just a slogan from our annual meeting, better together. In a case like that, in the first responders event, any business can go and take cookies to the fire station or go do something for the sheriff's department. And that's great, but how much more impactful can we be when we all work together to put on this big day where they can bring their kids to come, in the jumpies and give them how often do you get a varsity food truck to come in or, something like a memorable experience for them. And I love that all of our businesses are able to work together and support that event together to make that happen. And just, we're better together.
That's pretty much everything we do.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Literally,
just one,
there's
example.
not one thing that this chamber doesn't do that isn't a accumulation of multiple businesses working together to make everything better for whether you own a business or run a business. You're probably employed by one.
Yes.
So that's just beneficial to everybody.
Love it.
So you're also involved with SCA.
Yes.
Yes. And so what drives your passion to support people across all these different areas of your life?
Well, whether it's working with the seniors in different phases of their life or the adult children of seniors, working with the athletes, growing in their faith, getting a deeper relationship with God. And it could be the entrepreneurs and the different businesses working with the chamber. All of that comes back to helping and supporting each other. And we do that in all different ways. And those are ways that speak to me because it really works with supporting folks in different phases of their life.
Yeah.
Because in every phase, there's different critical points and different things you need. So pouring into the kids through FCA and through the athletics and getting that connection for them to help them, ground their faith and explore it. Working with the seniors again, or with the businesses and entrepreneurs, all these different facets of life.
I mean, you literally touch. I'm sitting there thinking, I was like, gosh, she really does touch like every stage of life.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I love that. So what advice would you give to somebody who is maybe wanting to get more involved in the community, find some ways to volunteer, but maybe they don't know where to start?
Well, it's great because I moved here a few years ago,
Yeah.
back in 2019. Didn't know anybody up here. And so my advice would be start small. Pick one thing, anything. If something is near and dear to your heart, you love dogs, so work with, one of the shelters. If you're in a business, I'm a little biased, but start with the chamber because the chamber connects with every aspect of the community. So you're going to get exposure everywhere. And you'll be meeting all kinds of people from diverse backgrounds and diverse interests. You'll connect with somebody. And that's a great way to get started. So just start small. Pick one thing, try it out. You don't have to do that forever.
Right.
But that way it gets you a way to explore different opportunities. Just start.
That's good.
This is not like one of our questions that we have planned, but I was just wondering, like when moving up here, what is the first thing you feel like you got involved in from a kind of volunteer standpoint?
Gosh. Deliberately and on purpose was the chamber. I reached out to y'all and incredibly welcoming. And so that was wonderful. But then in just different areas. So through some churches, did some things with those folks in different directions. A lot of it was working with adults through the church, more so than with the kids. But FCA does a lot with the
Grew out of
kids.
that.
Just wondering. That was not one of my planned questions. I was just curious where you started. So
It's just very interesting, everyone's path
yeah.
to White County. That's,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
How did you move up here?
Yeah,
I don't
how
think
did
I
you-
know that question.
This. I'm like, how do you find
Like, I
food?
don't
Do
think
you
I
just,
know
like,
that.
a map and you go, "Doop, there you are."
Actually, we were not looking at White County at all.
Yeah.
My husband
We
and
get
I.
that a lot.
Because we got remarried in September of 2019. We had been exploring places to think about future retirement. Where do we want to retire? We both love the mountains, and we were thinking we were actually looking farther north. Up in the mountains, we
Raven
go,
and- yeah.
Clayton, all that. But we both had experience in our past with agricultural. Like my grandmother had cows and oranges down in Florida, and his grandmother had cows out in Bowden, Georgia. And so we had some of that, and we both enjoyed it. So we're like, okay, let's get a place where we can have some of that. Originally, we were going to do the Angus. And then I said, well, I want to have one of the Highlands because they're so cute. And from there, we went to the Highlands.
route.
But as we were looking for property, we came across this property here by accident and thought, hey, that allows us to continue working where we were at the time and start developing what we wanted for long-term retirement and things like that. So we're like, okay. And it was perfect. It has turned out, it was such a happy accident. We didn't know anything about it. Like I said, we weren't looking here, so we hadn't researched it. And so we found that property and everything fell into place. And then we started researching different things and everything just fell perfectly into place. And it's like, it turned into the perfect place for us. It was amazing. It just, people say that phrase, it's a God thing, and it definitely was. There was a lot of things that kept pushing us back to this property in this area. And then once everything we experienced here just cemented that. And absolutely love it.
And the next thing you know, you're getting a Highland cow named Roy for your birthday.
That's right. Absolutely. Doesn't everybody get cows for their birthday?
Sometimes you just get cows.
There you go.
It's a Sunday.
Yeah,
There you
that's
go.
just like a random Tuesday. She gets home and there's like someone's dropped one off in her pasture.
True story.
Yeah.
We don't know where she came from. Seriously, we have no idea where that cow came from. She just showed up in the pasture. And we're calling all the cow auctions. And we're like, where did this cow come from? She's been with us, what, 5 years, I guess now?
Well, she heard it was a good place.
I mean,
Talk about the power of the chamber.
Yeah.
I think it's the power of Jason Trula being the mayor of Highland Road, honestly.
My favorite part of that story, though, is like she was just there. Like it wasn't like a fence was broken and she wandered in. Like
somebody had to
she
have opened
intentionally.
the gate and put her in the pasture.
I love that.
They were like, this must be Jason's.
There you go.
Shove it back in there.
Right. Can y'all do that with like gold bullion?
There you go.
To pay for all these cows?
Well, thank you so much for joining us today.
ask our
Oh my
most
gosh, we
important-
didn't ask our most important question. Okay,
Yep.
you asked.
Our
I've asked
most
like
important
6 questions.
No, you're fine. Our most important question, because our podcast is Coffee Break
No.
I'm so proud of you for
you
saying
glad?
coffee
Yeah.
break instead of coffee
with the
talk.
chamber. With the chamber chicks. What's your go-to coffee order?
Oh, daily? No.
Yeah.
Through an IV. I don't know.
Round of applause.
My regular choice of coffee is just regular coffee. I use a vanilla protein shake
Okay.
in it.
Yeah.
If I'm going out and getting fancy, it's that cinnamon dolce latte. But that's only a
Ooh.
special occasion.
I don't even know what
I
is
don't
in
even
a
know what that is, but we will be
cinnamon
looking.
dolce. I currently, right now, in terms of cinnamon, I really like the pumpkin caramelicious from Scooters because they put cinnamon on top and it just feels like so fall.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I
So
love it.
Scoot on around.
I love cinnamon in coffee. It's so good.
It is good. I love an aside. But Lee Epting puts cinnamon in. He's a caterer out of Athens. If y'all have never had an Epting event, just call me. We'll find one. We'll go together. I 100% support his catering business. But he puts cinnamon in all of his coffee, like
Oh, yum.
in just black coffee. It's so good.
Sometimes I'll put some like with a little in the mornings. I'll be like a tiny bit of milk and some cinnamon.
Nate.
So good. So good.
We're going to have to try that.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Where do you get it?
You can get it at Starbucks, but other places have a version.
A version of it? Okay, Farmhouse, we're coming
We'll
for
be
you.
on
the
There you go.
lookout.
Well, all right. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Anne-Michele. I'm Beth, and this is Kayla.
And we'll see you.
you
Love
later.
you. Bye.